Squid Games, I could easily survive. And it was posted 10 days ago. Did y'all watch the new Squid Game season?
Yo, the new Squid Game season was fire. I'm not gonna lie.
7.8 out of 10, not too bad. But
Or is it actually finished? And they're going to season 3? I thought it was like a 2-parter.
Watching this new season, my mind couldn't help but wander. I couldn't help but think,
I'm lost.
What if Squid Game was real? What if I lived in South Korea? What if I was in Squid Game?
Now, I did watch a little bit of this. I watched like good 4 minutes of this video, and then I stopped, left the video, and decided I wanted to watch it on the stream. So I could not watch that season again. I barely got through it the first time. Instead
of an action movie, or horror game, I'll be going over how I would survive every single game in Squid Game. Yeah, the series is back for like the 6th time or something. I don't know. Giving you my strategy, my game plan, my thought process. However, rules for this one. I have to go into these games clueless. I have no insider info. I'm not smart enough to predict the games. Nothing. You guys know the game, the most iconic one from the show, the first one they played, and
if you died a red light, green light, you deserve to die. I'm gonna say that right now. No, I didn't think it was bad, but the actors are so good they're at their roles and make it feel more emotional. Oh, if you die in red light, green light, you deserve to die. I'm gonna say that right now. You don't deserve to make it, because if you, bro, the easiest game. We all played this when we were kids, and I never lost, ever. Ooh, but you can't push people in this. You can push niggas. You ain't reading, so you watching the dub. I used to be like that, but now I just watch it in sub. I say fuck it, I'll just read.
I hated growing up. This one is probably the easiest of the games I'm gonna go over in this video. All we gotta do is make it across the field before the timer ends and stop every time the doll says to. Pretty easy. Even having it be a huge doll repeating a track makes it so much easier. Especially compared to the friends I grew up playing this game with, because they used to be some cheaters. But it's not all easy. There are some challenges, some obstacles I gotta take into consideration when doing this one. Firstly, the initial shock. Obviously, at some point during the game, someone's gonna goof around and move. Maybe they tripped, wanted to check the time, had to scratch their ball, something. All I know is someone gonna move and we gonna hear a pop. And when we do hear that pop,
we all jumping, we all getting scared.
It'll send a lot of people into a panic. Which begs the question, how much movement is considered movement? Obviously, I know I'm not allowed to go into a full...
Yeah, because you do see people move a little bit, and then the robot don't pick it up.
When it's red, like the people who just ran away. But what I'm asking is, when the first elimination happens, and some people get scared, what's the difference between me shaking nervously like this girl who got popped, and me straight up flinching like the sun did? Not saying I'm gonna do either. I'm not no scaredy cat. I'm just saying it might get cold.
I think it's entirely luck-based.
Second thing to take into consideration.
The actor for Thanos is a real artist, by the way. Yeah, I know that.
Playing with 450.
I found out like a few days after I watched this
competing for money. And these people, let me just tell you, this ain't like grabbing your average Joe Schmo off the street and telling them to compete. No. These people are poor. I'm not even being mean. They're broker than broke. They're in debt. Imagine Haiti. Yeah, whether it was their party wearing hand, that hot 2-coin puppet dump, or a few bad decisions led up to them using that fent, it don't matter how they became broke. They got slapped to be here. And again, we are competing for money. People who aren't in this much debt are already out here doing some strange things for money. So best believe amongst these 455 people, some of them are definitely going to be willing to do some egregious things for that cheese. Meaning in this situation, I gotta see every single one of them as an op. Except 222 and 149. Everyone else, though,
they was my two favorite people in the entire
So immediately
season.
after the initial shock, first thing I'm gonna do is stay at the very back of the group and all the way to the far left side. That way no one can push me from...
This nigga was on timing. This nigga was on timing. He's a psychopath. And I don't care to all his fans and stands out there, all right? This nigga is crazy. I like him as a character, yeah, but he's a psychopath. He was killing niggas just to kill them, just for the fun of it. He didn't know that killing them meant more money. He didn't know that. So that argument cannot be made. This nigga was doing it just for the game. That's only $3 million in that American money. Is it really? That's crazy.
Behind, and I also have someone in front of me to cover
like
any potential shivering on my...
I've seen so many thirst traps on Thanos. Yeah, bro, he's crazy. And everybody who likes him is also crazy. Or crushes on him, not like him.
Code. And the good thing about this is this also puts me in a position to attack. Maybe I decide I really want that money. For what reason? I don't know. I'm a grown man. I got bills to pay, manga to buy. I don't know. I need the money. And thankfully, this strategy puts me in a position to do a little shoving, a little pushing, maybe even pull out the forbidden move. Psst. Yo. That girl to your right said you're cute. I'ma do what I need to do. Cause red light, green light, I'm bodying this one. Now the second game, that might be a little more tricky. As a lot of y'all know, in this one, the people playing gotta select one of the 4 shapes on the wall: triangle, circle, star, and umbrella. And once they do, the shape ends up being the one they have to cut out of a cookie. And while some of you may now be thinking, Derek, that sounds way easier than the first one, what were you talking about?
I'm gonna kill everybody there.
How about
Oh,
you let me
nah,
finish?
somebody get this nigga.
The catch is
Put
with
that
this
boy on the
one,
watch
the cookies
list.
in this game are like my heart.
Do not let him out on the streets.
And as you can guess, once the cookies are broken, you get the usual pop like the last game. You understand now? This is why you should have listened. Now I'll be honest, this one has to be one of the most terrifying ones in the entire series. Like if you play the Roblox version
Eliminate
of this
the
one in
weak.
Strip
Okay,
game, then you
Omni-Man.
know how scary it can get. That game is unironically the closest we'll get to feeling the terror those characters feel in the show. You'll be carving out your slightly cracked cookie, and then the next second hear little Timmy next to you. No, please, I want my mom.
Nah, I played Roblox Squid Games, bro, on SC's channel. I recorded it too, but I didn't post it because I was sick and I didn't like the way I sounded. But we played Roblox Squid Games. It was crazy. They gave me umbrella and not. Did I die? I can't remember. I think I survived. Or maybe I died and I just respawned. But yeah, if I
When
get
I'm in
umbrella,
this
I'm
one,
not even
my
gonna
nerves
attempt it.
gonna be at an
Just kill me at that
all-time
point.
high. But before we figure out how to get around
Just
this
shoot
one,
me.
first we gotta figure out which shape am I gonna get. Obviously the hardest shapes are the star and the umbrella, so it'd be better if I choose the triangle or the circle. But walking into this game, I wouldn't know I'm about to cut a cookie, just like the characters in the show, except Sang-woo. And if I walk into a random room and see 4 shapes on a wall, I'm gonna be honest, triangle and circle are the ones I'm least likely to choose. Circles are too perfect, I could never draw them. And triangles, come on, bruh. I ain't Illuminatis. So in a real life situation, I'm probably choosing one of the harder ones. Most likely, the star. Staryu and Starmie were some of my favorite Pokemons growing up. So it's
Yes,
fitting.
fun,
Now
bro.
that
You
I
gotta
have
try
my
it.
cookie, it's time to find a way to cut it. As some of y'all know, to get around the brittleness of the cookie, Jihoon, after sweating from being so nervous, discovered a trick. He found out he could use his saliva as some sort of softener for the cookie in order to cut out his shape more easily. And I gotta give him his flowers, because in this situation, I am not coming up with this.
And he didn't
I
tell
may love sweets, but
nobody.
the last thing I'm gonna be thinking about in a life or death situation is licking a cookie. I'm not Rod Wave. So that
If a man really hated ads,
He didn't
here's
tell
what he would do.
nobody about
Day
that
one,
move. That boy
he would install
gatekeep
Pi on his computer without spending a dime
like
because it's
crazy,
100%
bro.
So that strat is off the table, meaning I gotta do it the old-fashioned way, which may seem more challenging to the average person, but let me give y'all a little tidbit of knowledge about myself. Before I dreamt about being a YouTuber, I actually wanted to be an artist. And I don't mean a singer or a rapper, I mean a Picasso, a Vincent van Gogh, a Leonardo DiCaprio. Check out the art, check out the art. And as you can tell, I was super talented. So regardless of how much pee I got running down my leg, my hand's gonna be as steady as a pole. And steady enough to cut the shape without having to do any of that licking. Pause.
I'd be the guard to shoot people in the damn head for messing up in a kids game would be so damn fun. Somebody put that nigga on the watch list. For legal reason, that was a joke.
So I'm
yeah,
cutting
sure,
that
buddy.
shape out
We're not falling for your
easily.
shenanigans.
How am I supposed to prove that to
Lock
you?
that nigga up.
Well,
All right, as you guys can see here, we have our cookie looking real clean.
Ugh. What is this made of?
Nice. As you guys can also tell, that
Play-Doh, nigga?
there was a test cookie.
He
I
burnt the
ain't gonna
cookie.
talk too much. Let's get straight into it. All right, so I'm gonna start that timer. Now rocking with the South Park BJs. 3, 2, 1.
Can you actually buy these? I know they're gonna make hella money off these cookies, bro.
A little harder than I thought. It's all right.
Oh, hell no. I feel like this is too thick. The cookie is too thick.
unlike the other two games, this is the first one where I have to work with a team. The game is simple, tug of war. Y'all know there's a rope, both teams pull, one team loses. Very simple stuff. But since it's Squid Game, instead of falling into a pit full of mud or just falling over onto some grass, in this game, you free fall into some concrete. So we don't want to lose this one. And we won't. This one is light. All I gotta do is do what most of the winning teams did and pick a team with the strongest people there. And that's it. I most likely won. The only obstacle here is literally if the other team had the main character on their side and they start pulling out that reverse Michael Jackson lead. That's gonna be tough to beat. Besides that though, easy wins. Bonus points if the other team is full of old and starving people. That'll be a landslide victory. Before we continue to the next game though, around this
Nah,
time,
bro, you said eliminate the weak. Then what if you get into this game, huh? You ain't got no more weak. It's just straight strong. And now you dead. Now your ass is cooked.
the game makers
Because you ain't got no
decide,
strong
there's
teammates.
a lot of people left. A
Or
little too
you will
many.
have strong
So they
teammates, but
decide
everybody
to
else would
turn
also
off
be
the
strong.
lights. I know this isn't a game per se, but it's happened in both seasons, so I'm including. Once the lights are turned off, the dorm the contestants sleep in becomes a bloodbath. Pretty much a huge free-for-all. And I'm not gonna
Just
hold
hide.
you, this
Simple as
one
that.
may have me a little startled. I mean, these folks are dropping like flies. But although I'm a little scared, I'm making it through the night. Listen, I've played hella shooters and I've seen Revenge of the Sith.
Right.
So I know how important high ground is in a situation like this. And that's why my strategy for this one is to go to one of them top bunks like the old man did. I don't know how he got up there to this day. And if anyone tries to come
I
up,
don't
they're
know.
getting kicked, spat on, pushed. Tell Thanos back up. I keep my forks
No,
on.
he low-key
I
right
just know
though.
in this
I was about to
situation-
say, I don't know, because that'll draw a lot of attention to you, but dead ass, you can just push people off if they try to get to you. Or kick them off or something. Throw a pillow, I don't know.
And I'm
Anything.
defending myself and the people I care about. Unlike Player One.
Nigga say he's breaking skulls left and right.
You know, in real life, I rarely get mad. Someone
Oh
could
my
bump
God.
into me, accidentally step on my shoe. I've been cursed out by crackheads on the regular. But when I was laying on my couch watching this scene, oh my goodness. I almost went Super Saiyan. You are the biggest scaredy cat. The biggest coward. The biggest
Poltroon.
I thought it. You thought it. We all thought this dude, after missing that bottle throw, was really about to jump from the top rope and RKO this dude. But we were all wrong. He just sat there and watched. You know, before us, there was 2 characters that I hated in this series. But you just made it a top 3 because I hate you. At least when Sang-woo killed people or let people die, you know he was doing it for the money, for the end goal, for the vision. There was motive. It made sense. But you disgust me. Anyways, where was I?
Nah, hold on,
Let
wait.
people die. You know he was doing it for the money, for the end goal, for the vision. There was motive. It made sense. But you?
This is the guy that let the girl die, right? Oh my god, I hate this nigga. I hate this nigga. One of the best characters, the realest characters. Aside from that one time, she decided to vote X. Or no, she voted blue. That one time pissed me off, not gonna lie. But after that, she was my ride or die. And that nigga let her die. So guess what? We beefing. I hope this nigga die the next season. He
Disgusting.
need to die.
Anyways, where was I?
He the first people I shoot in between the eyes.
I have a fork,
Facts.
Thanos. This is another one of the new ones they added in season 2. Y'all know it, the one with them saying hot tour, hot tour, hot. And it's another one where I have to work with a team. Boo. Yeah, I know. But in this one, instead of one game together, you and your teammates play 5 mini games separately. Well, as separate as
You gotta
can
go,
be when
alright,
your legs
bro.
are tied together. That's right. Not only are we playing multiple games in this one, but this is also a 6-legged race. We all remember how difficult and annoying the 3-legged race used to be when we were younger. You got some dude slowing you down the whole time. That was usually me. So this one being double the legs and quadruple the people holding you back makes it at least 2 times harder. The 5 mini games we play in this one are Dakji, Stone Toss, Gongi, Super Top, and Jeggy. And thankfully, as a team, we
Bless
at
me.
the very least get to decide who plays what. And honestly, I can do any of the games. It don't really matter. But give me Stone Toss. I'll take Stone Toss. You know, I used to play baseball back in like 09.
Nah,
Got the
Stone Toss
trophies,
is actually the easiest one in
when
this.
it comes to throwing, I got it. Except when it comes to throwing the game. All right. After we decide which game I'm gonna do, it really just depends on my team. And if I had to make one, this would be
I'm going to show you
LeBron
guys how my
James.
style
Oh my
went
God.
from
Give me
this
LeBron.
to this. All I had to do
We
was fill out a
instantly
style
win.
quiz. It asked me different things like,
Put him on all
This
the
would be the
tasks.
dream
He can do
team.
all
I
of them.
120 Hyunju for motivation and Jeggy, me on Stone Toss, 222 on Dakji, gotta protect her, 149 on Gongi. Now I know Daeho is better at it, but come on, bro, that's Granny. We gotta make sure she's good. And finally, the final member, the front man for the spinning top game. And cause I'm gonna need someone
Yeah,
to
he got
hype
plot
me
armor.
up when we win. I don't see a single flaw in this team. So the pentathlon, we're bodying that.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Probably the most
No, no, no.
popular game.
Nah, Bingle's where I die.
Green light, and it's also the most.
This is where I
chaotic.
die.
We all sit on a spinning
I died to it in Roblox. I most definitely died into it in real life.
carousel that eventually stops, and when it does, the announcer says a number that me and some participants would have to fill a room within 30 seconds. That is not a lot of time. The number of people in the room has to be the exact number. Can't be too
Ain't got
high
no
or too
friends.
low, because if it is, you get popped. And what happens if you don't make it into a room? Well, now I've seen a lot of people
Bro,
on the
that
internet
scene
say
hurt
they're
me.
dying in this. this one. It's too chaotic, too much going on. You need social skills to beat it. But the only reason they say that is because they're going about it all wrong. While most people are worried about...
Oh, I already know what time he on. Take them. Listen, just snatch niggas up. Don't even ask, oh, can you go in this? No. You coming with me. You don't get a C. How about that?
Making alliances and trying to go into groups before the room start filling up. You go with him. I'll go with her. Nah, forget that. I'ma worry about me. My number one priority in this one is getting into a room on my own. Like I said earlier, I don't trust anybody here. I ain't trying to get left behind like the shaman, and I ain't trying to have Thanos hit me with the, you out, let's go! So I'm gonna avoid that whole group stuff entirely. And since I'm on my own, I don't gotta deal with the burden of having social skills to team up with people. Now you're probably like, what do you mean? The whole point of the game is to get into groups. How are you supposed to win? I got this. Don't worry. Let's say the announcer yells out 10. All I gotta do is look around the carousel for a group that has that exact number and follow them. I'll trail behind them as they search for a room, and right before they go in, I'll pull up player 51 and tackle the last one out the way. Then I'll pull a 3-3-3, lock the door, and secure my spot as number 10 instead of them. It's gonna be like the Uni scene all over again, but I made it, so I'm sorry, that's funny. Oh, but what if they're too big for you to tackle them? Simple. While I'm trailing behind the last one, all I gotta do is pull a,
is that the band New Jeans right behind us all of a sudden, right now, right behind us?
and at least one of them last dudes definitely gonna turn around. And I don't blame them. How sweet is a vibe? Then I just repeat that strat for 4 more rounds, and that's mingle. Only thing that can stop me here is if I get in the whole, hey, I was here first situation with like the front man or 120. I'm probably not gonna be able to do much with a snap neck.
Yeah, I'm getting cooked during the mingle. I'm not gonna lie. That's where my route ends.
This is another difficult one, but not in the same way the cookie one was. Not at all. In this one, just like the last one, we're on teams, specifically teams of 2. So you gotta make sure you get with someone you trust. The goal of the game is to play mini games, and if you're choosing, that lead to your team eventually taking all of the opposing team's marbles. Pretty easy, doesn't seem too bad, right? But the catch is with this one, instead of another pair of people being your opposition, your partner is your opposition. Ah, come on. This is by far the saddest Squid game of them all. I remember watching this episode for the first time
I
back
think I
in
did have cried
2021,
during
and
this.
it literally ruined my whole day. There was the dude who played it with his wife, Ji-hun and the old man, Ji-young and Sae-byuk, Sagu and Ali. It was just too much. These characters...
Ali. I still remember him every time I look at the episodes. Every time I watch Squid Game, bro, his face is in my head.
It was just too much. These characters spent so much time together just for them to have to practically kill each other.
Goated character, bro.
Ali. And if it hurt this much as a viewer, it's gonna be even worse when I'm in the game. Cause my partner gonna be somebody that I rock with. 149. You gotta go, my girl. It's gonna be hard to work up the courage.
Oh yeah,
but
bro.
we gotta play. I ain't trying to die. I know it's messed up.
That's terrible, bro.
We have to fleece Granny out her marbles. And since the
Yeah,
game is
she ain't
up
got
to
that much
us,
time
I'm thinking
anyway.
of a game that requires some steadiness of the hands, like that one throwing game that 101 played, or Jenga. We're gonna have to see if they got that. Either way, Granny's arthritis gonna get the best of her, and they gonna have to pack her up. It's gonna hurt, but hey, on the bright side, I won, and I still got 2-2-2.
This nigga's a goon.
This is definitely
Glass
the hardest
Bridge.
one.
Glass Bridge is definitely the hardest game by far. I don't care what anybody says. Literally is a 50-50 chance you live or die. And if you're number 1, you're 100% chance of gonna die. This ain't even fair. This is messed up. Dead ass. They have to go in order, and then you're number 1.
Faced yet.
At that point, just kill me.
I know how it works. You gotta make it across
You
the
gotta
glass
shoot
bridge
me.
under a certain amount of time, but for every safe tile there is, there's an identical unsafe tile right next to it. So pretty
Right.
much every tile you jump on is a coin toss. And there's 18 jumps. Y'all can do the math on that, but I don't think we all making it. And the hard part about this one is not even the low chance of you surviving. It's the low chance of anyone even going. I played this game on Fortnite and on Roblox, and no one ever goes. Maybe sometimes on Roblox, those are practically toddlers playing, but most of the time, these dudes be so stubborn that they won't even move a millimeter unless someone else does first.
Deadass won't even touch the
I'm one of
buttons.
those dudes. And it's gonna be the same thing in real life. I ain't letting no one capitalize off my sacrifice. So there's people people not wanting to go thing is definitely going to be
Yeah,
and no one
hold on.
capitalize off my sacrifice. So this people not wanting to go
That's
thing
so
is definitely
selfish,
going to be
but
enough.
real,
On top of
bro,
that, though,
'cause I'm
I
doing
didn't
the
mention this
same
earlier
thing.
because I didn't think it was gonna be important to bring up, but now it feels relevant. Guys, let's remember this show takes place in South Korea. Everyone here is Korean, and I am not. What if they're racist? If they're willing to take out each other to win, what do you think they're gonna do to the brown
They
one?
cooking
They
you,
aren't,
boy.
man. It's gonna feel like I'm back in one of them old stereotypical Korean shops. But instead of the usual hurry up and buy,
Hurry up
over
and
here,
buy.
Hurry up and die. All right,
Hurry
in
up
all
and buy.
seriousness with this one, only thing
Nah, that'd be
With
taking me
Asana,
out every time
AI
I hear
teammates
that.
are here to help keep
Hurry up
work
and
on
buy.
track.
That's real
Try
though.
it for free.
I don't know if y'all experience anything like that. But that shit real. What the hell?
3 of your ex-boyfriends died. Sure, a few of my exes are dead.
Only thing that
Alright.
can really save
This
me
video's
is the
almost
order.
over.
I'm dead last.
Got to watch that 20v1 after
maybe
this.
I might be able to make it if the people ahead of me get enough tiles right. But if I'm first, right, buddy. I already said earlier I'm not moving, so y'all can clear a path, or I guess we all gonna die. The final game, the most dramatic game, and the most intimate game of them all, because it's a 1v1. In this one, there's a defense and an offense. The offense's goal is to make it to the top of the squid, while the defense has to stop the offense from making it by pushing them out the square. And if neither player wants to do all that, well, you can kill
You
the
both
other.
die. Oh.
You know, this one isn't too shabby.
Shit, I
Yeah,
guess
the
I
other
forgot how the
person
game
against
go.
me might be trying to kill me the whole time, but I don't gotta kill them. Technically, if I'm on offense, all I gotta do is hit them with a little, hey, where you going? Juke moves and get to the top of the squid. And if I'm on defense, all I gotta do is push them out the square. How am I gonna do that? Simple, just knock them out. Y'all don't even know how deadly my right hook could get. Like, listen to this. That was just a jab. So for the final game, Squid Game, would I survive it? 1000%. Don't matter who's in front of me. This one is for all the marbles. No pun intended. It could be the front man. It could be Jihan. It could even be Legend Thanos. I told you I keep that fork
Goated.
on me, bro. Back
And then I didn't even notice that his fingernails were painted the color of the stone. Well, what is this, purple? Well, I guess that's the power
the point
stone.
is, whoever's in front of me, they get it at work. They getting juked. They getting pushed out. It don't matter. Because at the end of the day, I'm winning the Squid Game. Probably. It depends
No,
on
you're
which
not.
games we play and what the
No,
games
you're
are
not.
in season 3.
You're like
And also
300
if my
people.
opponent is 2-2. I can't kill her. That was pretty much all the Squid Game games I could go over today. Comment down below any of the ones you guys think I was wrong or right about, and tell me which ones you guys think you would have survived. I'm interested. But don't lie and tell me you're cutting out that umbrella, because I know you ain't. And moral of the story? You out! Let's go!
That's so messed up. So messed up. Anyways, W video Derek again, as always. I'm gonna have to subscribe to you. I'm not gonna lie, I might react to more new videos later on.